if you made it one year and won it that year, your odds of getting back are quite high.
Yeah.
But with a World Cup, it's 4 years if you're an old senior team, and you could be totally different the next cycle. And
very good
that's true.
point. Very good point. Just like it did with Spain after they went back to back with the World Cup Euro, or which way did it go? They got old and they fell fast.
Yeah.
They got in, but they didn't make it out of the knockout stage that next year. So, well, it's World Cup week.
It is. And so coming up, we have we're off to Colorado on the 23rd.
Yes, we are, and we have the U.S. Open Cup in Houston on the 18th ahead of that game.
Yeah,
and then they turn around and play a Friday match here already
against Dallas,
which
is going to be incredibly difficult. And yes, I have your ticket.
Okay, difficult. The match itself.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
The match itself is going to be awful.
Okay.
Again, that's one of those I have very little faith that we're going to win.
And it's really that Dallas game on Friday. Then that leads us into the run of 6 game or
away games,
4 or 5 games in a span.
That whole month we're gone, basically, except one match.
Right? Well, and it's every 4 games, or 4 days.
Basically,
yeah.
If you include that friendly, you got a game on the 29th, a game on July 4th, the 7th, the friendly on the 11th, and another game.
See that friendly
on the 14th. So.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to put my tickets up for sale. I don't think I'm going. It's just too much.
It is too much. So, all right.
Yeah, it's a long stretch of games coming up. Colorado's obviously the most winnable of them. As we said at the beginning, I have little faith in us winning most of those games. Colorado, I just think we play terribly on the road, and Colorado is desperate at this point. I envision Sam Nicholson scoring against us. In the game last night, he was easily the best player for Colorado, and that didn't say a lot because they looked bad.
Did they?
I think Dallas is going to be exceptionally difficult. Playing at Houston is going to be difficult.
Compare Dallas to last year.
So they're about the same as last year.
Dallas's game was good last year.
We played very well last year. We lost 2-0.
Who did we beat at home? Because I took my kids to that game.
Well, we beat Dallas at home, I think.
We beat Dallas at home. Shuttleworth had an awesome PK save. So, yeah. So you never know.
This year?
No, last year.
Oh.
Yeah.
Last year.
Because we lost at Dallas 2-0. Yeah. We played a phenomenal game, but we lost.
But we did beat them here, though, last year, didn't we? It was like 4-1.
We beat both them and Houston here.
Yes, it was like 4-1 last year. And, I mean, Bobby had an awesome PK save. And all the goals were scored on my end, basically, except one. It was awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder, speaking of the schedule, considering we have Houston twice in the next, basically, 3 weeks, being the U.S. Open Cup round of 16 and MLS regular season game on the 7th. I wonder how different will the lineups look for those games, if at all. Maybe they won't look different.
So the 7th, I would imagine Kelvo will be back.
Oh, he could be, yeah, because the final...
Unless they make it.
And then, has the transfer window opened yet on the 7th? No.
I don't think so yet.
I can't remember when it opened. Is it the 31st?
Is it the
Maybe
end?
It's late.
It might be the end of the month.
So it'll be interesting. I think we went with a 4-3-3 against FCC, kind of because of more out of necessity than anything. But maybe Adrian's kind of starting to think we need to rethink what we're doing. So it could just be different. Those 3 weeks or whatever. Yeah, you said 3 weeks.
Yep.
I think that could be interesting. I would see 4-3-3 again in the U.S. Open Cup. I think that would make sense because Max will be back anyway because he doesn't. That's right. The red card doesn't matter in that game.
Yeah, not for that.
But he looked good in a 4-3-3. So I have a feeling Schuler will be back because he was just out for friendlies this week. So I could see him putting a 4-3-3 with Max and Schuler. I would prefer Martin. It might be Ibsen. And then having Darwin back. But being with that compressed schedule, maybe Darwin won't play the U.S. Open game.
Do you play him? I don't know. Is it worth it?
Yeah. I mean, when considering it's probably the most likely chance we have of winning silverware, I would say yes.
I love that point. I think that's
Yeah.
a great point, and I think that's why they should put their best lineup out there for those
Yeah.
games. You're in a
'Cause-
tournament.
Yeah.
Round of 16. Here's your chance.
And, Houston might favor being a little bit weaker, so take advantage of it. Put the strongest team out. I mean, what are the games surrounding that? So it's...
So we came off our game, of course, on Wednesday. So it'll be a week from this coming Monday on the 18th. They play Houston, and then it would be the following Saturday. They have an MLS game at Colorado.
Okay. So you got the weakest team in the conference the following Saturday. I play a strong squad.
I agree. I'd like to see
And
that.
deal with the fact that we might be slow start in Colorado. Deal with the fact that you're going to handle altitude, and go for it.
And you got a couple extra days. It's not like you're doing the Wednesday, Saturday. You have a Monday, Saturday, so it's a little bit more time.
Yeah. Well, I think that's about it.
Yeah, Tony
Right.
just said good cast, guys. So
All right.
he probably thought we were done.
So we'll check out, and we will have next podcast should be around the 24th, probably.
See where our teams are.
And that'll be post Colorado and Houston U.S. Open games, so it'll be a good time. Other than that, that should be it.
All right, that was the Lunacy Podcast, episode 7. We're glad Tony could join us all the way from the Dells, and of course John making it for his second in a row. We appreciate that.
Yes,
so
I tried. Thanks for
all right.
starting a little late.
We'll see you next time.